My name is Zoe Drew and this is my Level 3 Forest School Leader Training for Unit 2, use of fire. Excuse the abrupt end to my last video, my phone ran out of battery, so I've had to ask someone to go and get another device so that I could carry on filming. So my fire has just been continuing to burn down. So with my gauntlets on, I'm just going to carry on stirring it. I've just been trying to make sure that all the material has burnt down, and I've got the heat out of the ash. So now I've got these larger, mostly unburnt pieces. I can just start to move them out, and I can start to spread the ash out and just make sure that the heat is going out of it by spreading it out and just letting it cool, and just making sure that it's going out and just letting that go through, letting that really cool down before I start to add my water. So when I'm adding my water, I'm going to be adding from the outside and working in to the middle of my fire, so that I'm making sure that it's all out, and I want to be able to not feel any heat from it. At the moment I've just got the last bits which have got so those glowing embers, so I'm just going to flatten those out a bit and break up a couple of those bits just to let them cool down. Just going to move that piece to the edge. It's largely unburnt. And again, just spreading out those embers, still within my framework that I've used to contain the fire right the way through. Just spreading it out and patting it out. You can see there's very little in the way of heat and steam coming from it now. Again, just spreading it out. And that little bit of breeze now is just really starting to help to cool that down. So when I've got to that stage, I can go and get my safety water. So this has been nearby all the time, so that I've got it in case of minor burns, and I also used it for hand washing. So I'm just adding a little bit to the outside of my fire. Okay, and then I can mix that in. Mix that in to really start to cool it down. I've now got no heat really to speak of over here, a little bit over here still. So I'm just going to keep mixing that in, and then I'm going to go round again, around the edge, gradually coming into the middle. Again, just making sure that I'm mixing that in. Until I'm at the point where it's all wet. So I've got these bits from the edge that I can make sure are completely cool. Those bits that are just slightly burnt at the edges. And now I can comfortably put my hand onto them, and there's absolutely no heat in that at all now. So that's quite safe. Now with the temporary site, I want to leave it as I found it. So I can put aside my gauntlets for now because that's completely cool. And just a reminder that I had my first aid kit, which has got my burns kit, my minor burns kit inside it with creams and burns dressings. And I've had my fire blanket with me the whole time as well as that emergency water. So using my gloves now, I can just start to dismantle my site, my temporary fire site. So I can take away my frame and return those. They aren't burnt at all, so I can return those to perhaps one of the habitat piles that we've got on site. And any larger pieces I can collect up. And these can go into the undergrowth, spread out and into the undergrowth. And then again, that ash, that completely cooled ash, can also be spread out around the site, perhaps dug in a small amount, so that I'm leaving the site very much as I found it. In this site we actually took some turf off to make a nice clear bit of ground. So actually after a couple of hours, just to make sure that the ground is completely cooled underneath, I could put those pieces of turf back, and then they would just carry on growing, and you wouldn't actually know that we'd been here. And that is how I would dismantle my temporary fire. I would of course make sure that I take away all signs of rubbish, any cooking equipment, my wooden wafting boards, and make sure that just everything is taken away and cleared away, so that it's safe, but also so that the site is left as it was found. Thank you.